And so I think what I would like to do now is go get some more chlorophyte out of the jungle and some life fruit and fight Plantera again. I did see another Plantera bulb when I was there. And I would like to get the pygmy staff so we have the option of the tiki armor. It's still the case, as you can see, that a lot of my NPCs are still returning after the annihilation that happened from the solar eclipse. But we did at least get one of the Mothron thingies in order to upgrade to True Night's Edge, and if we could get the True Excalibur and upgrade to the Terrorblade, that would be pretty good. And I guess we could do that if we could go into the Jungle Temple and just try to get solar tablets so that we could fight another solar eclipse. That actually could be a profitable thing to do. But I'm gonna see... Oh, in the Jungle Temple entrance, it is right here. Since I'm talking about it, and since it's right here... Yeah, let's maybe do this. I don't see myself using the Piranha Gun very much. I do see myself using the Grand Design right now as we enter this crazy place, because there's going to be lots of traps that I will need to disable. And so let's go ahead and get that on cutting version. And one thing I think I've forgotten to mention, I switched my mouse cursor to this one that shows kind of like the squares of the grid. It's probably been a feature that's been in the game for a while, but I hadn't really ever paid attention to it until I just recently was watching someone stream where they were using it, and I was like, yeah, that looks kind of cool. Solar tablet fragments. Yeah, these guys drop solar tablet fragments, and so we can use them to summon a solar eclipse. But yeah, this mouse cursor looked kind of cool, and so I just thought I would try it out, and so I've been trying it out. I don't know that I have a strong opinion actually on it one way or another, and if we were to get some of the traps out of here, we might be able to use that as part of the event. The Dungeon Defenders, Tower Defense, whatever it's called. We could get some good traps out of here and possibly use that. That was something that someone had suggested to me in a comment on a previous video, was I could set up some traps so that we could progress further during the event, and I just, yeah, hadn't really thought about it. It's a lot of the same strategies that you'd use in the Pumpkin Moon or Frost Moon that you'd want to use in the new event in terms of setting up arenas and different things, I imagine. And so that's something that we could do, especially if I find some really good traps here inside the Jungle Temple. But it seems like I'm getting plenty of solar fragments, or solar tablet fragments, just by fighting these guys. And I think there's even an entire solar tablet. So we could definitely choose to summon the solar eclipse again if we so desire and upgrade our sword, and I feel like there's really hardly any reason not to do that other than I'll lose all my NPCs again unless I find a good place to fight the solar eclipse that's kind of away from my NPCs, which I could totally do. Yeah, maybe I'll do that actually. And let's see, do I want to fight the golem right now? The golem is usually not all that difficult, I find, and so I could probably do him without any significant preparation, would be my guess. But I'm not sure, I can't remember if you do the golem, then I think that kind of advances things. I'm getting hit by the spiky balls, aren't I? That kind of advances things so that the dungeon entrance becomes more dangerous, because you can start the whole Moon Lord thing event. So maybe I won't fight the golem just yet. And so maybe we'll just light up the temple and get rid of the traps this first time, and then do my solar eclipse and some other things first. I would like to go back and revisit the Dungeon Defenders Tower Defense stuff before we fight the golem, just because I feel like we're going to be significantly stronger compared to where we used to be, and so I think we can do a better job than the last time. Okay, it's a fresh day. I've made a tiny little area where I could possibly fight a solar eclipse here in the ice biome, and so I think let's go ahead and just give it a try and see if we could encounter Mothron and different things. And so I'm going to leave the Nimbus Rod out here, I'm going to leave this out here, and basically kind of fire at a bunch of guys who are below me. and hope to kill a bunch of bad guys. We might get lucky and get the ice key since we're in this biome. And oh gosh, alright, I'm still taking more damage than I expect. And I do have a bunch of, oh gosh. Heal, I forgot to buff. Let's buff. And let's go talk to the nurse really quick. And then get the heck out of here so that all my NPCs don't die. There we go. Okay, so then I'm going to run back over there. And we'll fight a bunch of guys there and see if we can fight Mothron once again. And if so, I'll be happy about that. And if not, then who knows? Oh, gosh, NPCs are dying already. They die really quick. Cut it out, NPCs. You guys need to last longer. Oh, here's a deadly sphere, and that thing can drop a cool summoning item. Gosh, heal? Alright. It's still... Oh, there's another deadly sphere. Okay, let's definitely make sure we take those things out, because... Oh, there we go. Taboo Deadly Sphere Staff. Where is it in my inventory? It should be one of the new items. I'm not seeing it. There it is. We want to use that. Deadly Spheres are awesome. They do a ton of damage. And Taboo actually isn't that bad. It costs extra mana. I think I still have some... Oh, and I got another one. Sluggish. That's super lucky that I just managed to get 2 back-to-back. I would like to reforge it, ideally, but that's okay. I'm actually going to put it on the bar right now, so it'll be easy for me to resummon. And can I cancel my twins? Maybe they're already canceled. Okay, so yeah, I've got 2 deadly spheres fighting for me now. Okay, that's great. So that is another thing that one gets from this event that I'd kind of forgotten all about. And so that's going to deal a lot more damage. Let's see. These guys were 40, and that is 57. Yeah, so that gives you a sense of just how much more damage they do in terms of summoning. So that is super great. And when Mothron gets here, yeah, I should be in much better shape to stay alive against him compared to last time. So let's hope for good things from Mothron. End heal. Alright, I'm occasionally taking damage, but it's still not too bad. Oh, okay, maybe it is too bad. Oh gosh. Where's my magic mirror? Thank you. Let's see if we can go talk to the nurse really quickly. I wanted to get in the honey buff, ideally, too. Oh, no, don't kill the bad guys. Or don't kill the good guys. Do kill the bad guys. Bad guys are who we want to die. It's the good guys we want to save. This game is so complicated. Alright, I should have brought a heart lantern over here, it seems. I do still take a lot of damage during this event. But I am going to still try to fight over here anyway, despite the fact that it's not the perfect arena, because I would like to get a chance to keep my NPCs alive and possibly get the ice key. Oh boy. Taking a bunch of damage again. I think I need to go visit the nurse again. There are hearts over here. There are a few. Let me see if I can grab the hearts possibly without taking any more damage. Oh, that's going to be hard to do. I need to go talk to the nurse. Hello, nurse. Thank you. And let me touch all my buffs while I'm here, too. Okay, great. Let's head back. Let's get some honey and then head back to the icy portion of the arena before other NPCs who are over here die because they're undefended. One thing I'm surprised by is I haven't seen a Mothron over here yet. I don't know if Mothron might only appear if there's NPCs nearby. I wouldn't imagine that that would be the case. But I do find it curious that I haven't seen one yet, and so I might go back over to the NPC village towards the end of the afternoon. I'll wait another couple of minutes here. But I really do want to get Mothron. It's the main reason I'm doing the Solar Eclipse right now, is to try to get the other Broken Hero Sword. Oh gosh, heal. Alright, need to go talk to the nurse again. Oh, I got a sickle, which is kind of a nice weapon that goes through walls, as I recall. And let's see, I don't want to wait for Mothron around here just yet. And I don't want to lose the Goblin Tinkerer, ideally. And I would still like to get the Ice Key. Ah, we lost somebody, though. Alfred, I think, is the merchant. Yeah, I still haven't seen Mothron. I'm taking a lot of damage. So let's imagine that possibly he will only appear if we're near NPCs. And so let's try to hang out over here near the NPCs and see if we can get a Mothron to appear, and just hope the nurse kind of stays alive. I can even try to spend some time trying to defend her a little bit more directly, possibly. Oh gosh. I need to defend myself though, too. Yikes. Ah, darn it, I lost the nurse. Alright, well, let's hope Mothron shows up soon and I can somehow manage to stay alive and fight him. Let's heal also. Is there anything else I can do? I can rebuff, because I'm sure some of my buffs have worn off. Yeah, actually, that will make a huge difference, I expect. Alright, Mothron, hurry up and show up. Yikes! Oh, I'm taking so much damage. Without the nurse, this is going to be really rough. Oh, and there's Mothron. Not the best of time for you to show up, guy. I'm kind of hurting. Let's heal. I can heal now. There we go. Okay, Mothron. Knight's Edge seems like it's dealing a lot of damage to you. The deadly spears are attacking you too. So I think maybe those are good weapons to choose. There's definitely an argument for the Mega Shark as well. But I think this is working, and so I'm going to stay with this for the moment. And hope that we can finish you off. Okay, when he's above me, that's no good. Okay, there we go. I want to have him on the screen so I can see where he is. Come on, Mothron. Going down. How long till I can heal? Another 5 seconds? Yeah, I should be able to heal again. Heal. Nope, heal. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, great. That is the thing I wanted the most. Alright, happy enough with what has happened during the event. I'm going to run back over to the ice biome just in case we can manage to get an ice key somehow. But at this point we'll be able to upgrade to the Terrablade, and then I think we'll move on to trying the Crazy Dungeon Defenders event again. Oh no, there's another Mothron. I don't need another Broken Hero Sword. The event's gonna end very shortly. And so I'm not sure if I should just try to stay alive and avoid Mothron, or does any of this matter at this point? How long until I can heal? I can heal now, so let's heal. Okay, he's gonna lay eggs. I'm curious to see, it becomes 7:30 now? Yeah, he just flies away. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so the event is over. There's a big pile of loot back over in the ice biome, but I wasn't able to pick it up because my inventory is filled. So let me sort through some inventory. And before I do much else, I grabbed Excalibur, so let's go ahead and make True Excalibur, and then upgrade to the Terrablade. 124 melee damage, and that's without any reforging. I got Neptune Shell, which is an accessory that transforms the holder into merfolk when entering water. I don't expect that I'm going to be using that right now, so I'm just going to put it away for the moment. I also got the Death Sickle, which is a cool weapon because it can fire through walls. But at this point, since we already have the Terrablade, I have a feeling that I've kind of already worked my way past that. Other things I managed to pick up during the Eclipse are a Moonstone, a chainsaw. Oh wow, Demonic Butcher's Chainsaw, 180 melee damage. That's a lot of melee damage. But I guess it's kind of short range. I don't see myself using that really. We got an Amarok. That's right, we have 2 Sphere Staffs, and so I can try reforging one cheaply. And obviously the Terrablade, and I think the Goblin Tinkerer is still alive. And so if he is, let's find out how much it costs to reforge the Terrablade and see how much money I actually have right now. I have 2 platinum. Oh yeah, let's definitely reforge this then. And how good? Dangerous is already not bad. Extra size and damage. Are there other things I might want to reforge right now? This is probably going to be my main weapon moving forward because it's pretty awesome. It's hold to attack, it shoots a thingy, it swings around nice like that. And so I think I might want to reforge this as good as it's going to get. If I can afford it. Unpleasant is extra damage and knockback. Oh, I've already gone through most of my money. Maybe let's stick with that for the moment. And yeah, let's then spend a little bit of money on Sphere Staff and see, let's see, this one is Taboo. I could definitely do better. Damaged. Demonic, 14% extra damage. I can live with that. So that will become my new summon. And yeah, let me sort through some rest of my inventory and we'll move on from there. I'm just curious, I've switched to all of my kind of angry and menacing accessories, and I just want to see this thing now 78 summon damage for the Deadly Spheres is pretty awesome. I think I want to go fight Plantera again, now that I've upgraded a lot of my weaponry, and just see how much easier Plantera is to deal with, and I'm pretty sure there's already a bulb that I can use. So yeah, here's a Plantera bulb over here, and I think I just won't even think about it a whole lot. Let's just go ahead and buff with whatever potions I have on me. There's Plantera. But I have a feeling with Terrorblade that this is going to be relatively straightforward. Maybe it's Hubris. Maybe I'll turn out to regret this. Let's go ahead and turn off the mini-maps, since we don't really need that on right now. But I think mostly... Oh, actually, you know what? I should at least... Okay. I should at least get the Nimbus Rod. Yeah, let's at least have this out here in a Queen Spider somewhere. But now I think we'll mostly just hold down the button and try to Terrorblade her and see how it goes. Also, I don't know if the projectiles that come out of Terrorblade do exactly the same amount of damage as being hit with the blade itself. I'm not sure if there's a difference in those or not. But hopefully it won't matter. Still feel like I'm taking a little bit more damage than I was last time. Maybe I need to spend a little bit more time kind of recovering while I can kind of hide from Plantera and her various projectiles. And also, I should use a healing potion, because those are good things. I have considered Chlorophyte bullets in the Mega Shark, but I just haven't chosen to do it. Okay, now she goes into this phase. And yeah, I don't have enough Chlorophyte for Chlorophyte armor yet, but I will dig up some more Chlorophyte, and that's another thing that we could choose to upgrade to. Although the Titanium armor, I feel like with the Shadow Dodge, can I heal yet? I actually need to heal. Let's grab these hearts. The Shadow Dodge is a pretty nice property of the Titanium armor that if you don't take too much damage, I think it might be kind of comparable to the Chlorophyte armor. I'm not exactly sure. I'd have to run the numbers. And it really depends a whole lot on just how much damage you do or don't take. But I think we're kind of holding up just fine in terms of staying alive if I focus mostly on dodging and just try to aim and get some damage when I can. And so I think we should be able to... Okay, that's a problem. I got caught. I think there's a block there. Let's heal. That I didn't see, and I was getting caught up on one little block or one little corner. So that's no good skis. But it looks like Plantera is almost down, and so basically, yeah, just focusing on melee damage and Terrorblade. This is a pretty awesome weapon. So I'm happy with that. I would not mind if Plantera would go ahead and hurry up and die now. There we go. And what are the chances that I can get lucky enough to get the Pygmy Staff this time around is the other question. So let's open up the treasure bag. Pygmy Staff, hooray! Great. I don't know if our, what's his name? Witch Doctor is currently alive or not. I don't remember his state since most everybody died during the solar eclipse. But if the Witch Doctor is alive, then let's go talk to him, and we could buy Tiki armor, and we could buy other summoning, what is it called? Papyrus Scarab, I think, is something that he sells. And those things could be nice. I also picked up some things that we can use in a future arena. But is the Witch Doctor here? Not yet. Oh, he is. Where is he on the map? Oh, he's right over here. He's moved into a different location. He's decided to upgrade his real estate. I don't remember if he only sells certain things at night. He does sell the entire Tiki armor set right now. But I don't see... I think it's a Papyrus Scarab. Oh, we might need to be in the jungle in order to sell those. And so let's actually go move his house over here. So let's get rid of this guy and move the Witch Doctor over here. And then with the Witch Doctor in the jungle, let's see if he sells some of the extra things that I'm looking for. Yes, now that he's in the jungle, he sells the Hercules Beetle is the name of this thing, which increases minion damage and increases knockback of minions. So that could be interesting. And the Tiki armor, 6, 17, 12 versus 23, 15, 11. I would be losing that, but gaining a whole lot of minions. Minions do a lot of damage, but I think I'll stick with the titanium armor for the moment. And I went ahead and moved the heart statue over here and added a... Oh, is that a golden bird? I don't have my what do you call on it? It is a gold bird, but I don't have my bug net on me, so we'll just have to let that one go. Yeah, added campfires and heart lanterns over here because I want to prepare to do the tower defense stuff, and I'm trying to decide if I wanted to upgrade to chlorophyte armor. How much chlorophyte would I need? I think still a lot. Let me grab a piece of it and talk to the guide, because I can't remember how much it costs to make. Do we have a guide? We do. He's up on the island over here. If it doesn't take much more chlorophyte, then I'll go ahead and upgrade to chlorophyte armor before we do the tower defense. And if it does take a lot, then we'll just go ahead and do it like we are now. But let's see. Chlorophyte armor is going to take 12, 24, and 18. And currently I have... And so that's like 54, I think, total. And currently I have... Oh, I've already got 36, and actually I've got more because I haven't cooked it all up. Let's go ahead and cook it up. Maybe I have enough to make the chlorophyte armor. I think I do. Alright, let's make chlorophyte armor then. I could have done this a while ago, actually. And I am going to choose melee. And so we'll take the melee version of the set. And we will get the pants. And where is the body? Here we go. Want to make sure I'm constructing the right things. Okay, and so currently our base defense is 66. And if we do this, it goes up to 73, and the bonus is summons a powerful leaf crystal to shoot at nearby enemies. So I've got this thing on top of me that will go fire at enemies. And so I think, yeah, this would be a pretty good build, probably for trying the crystal defense event again. But I need the Tavern Keeper back, and he is currently dead, and so I'm going to have to wait for him to come back before we can do it again. Hey, I finally got a turtle shell from a tortoise. While I'm waiting for the Tavern Keeper to arrive, I might as well go after killing tortoises so I can get turtle shells, as well as trying to find some more life fruit in the jungle, so that's what I'm currently up to. There's a life fruit. Yum! Here's a life fruit. Yum! I think now that we've defeated Plantera, we can buy the Mushroom Sphere or the Auto Hammer. I don't think I'm interested in either of those, though. Something that I've been meaning to do for a while is investigate a comment that someone made on an old video, which was they thought they saw possibly, maybe it's down there, right at the edge of the beach, they thought they might have seen an enchanted sword shrine somewhere. And so, I guess maybe down here, it looks like there possibly could be one. In any case, if I were smart, I would have brought some potions that gave off a little bit more light. Let's quickly kind of work our way down. And this thing gives off a little bit of light. I wanted to see if there was any possibility of an enchanted sword shrine somewhere around here. And it just occurred to me, since I'm over at the ocean, we haven't had pirates yet. And I could get like a pirate map and fight some pirates if I wanted to. And so that could be interesting as well. There's actually a number of drops that the pirates give that I don't think I've ever gotten in this game. And so that could be fun to play around with too. I think possibly this is what the person saw that looked like it could be part of an enchanted sword shrine, but it doesn't look like it is. I'm sorry it took so long to come back and actually take a look at this, but I just wanted to show that off. Life fruit, yum! Life fruit, yum! Life fruit, yum! Queen Bee is awoken! I guess some of my fallen stars ended up breaking open a hive somewhere or something. Queen Bee ought to be pretty easy to kill at this point, I got to imagine. So let's just kind of stand here and swing the sword a little bit and watch what happens. Oh, look at that. Queen Bee is dead. It was hard fought right to the end. Life fruit. Get in my inventory. Yum. Life fruit. Yum. Life fruit. Yum. Patty, the Tavern Keeper, has arrived. It's about time. Been looking forward to being able to do the event again. I haven't summoned any of my guys yet, and so let's get all nice and angry and summon a couple of sphere staffs, and then go back to this build. And let's see, where is he on the map, actually? He is currently living... He is over here. Okay, great. And let's get him somewhere safe where he's not going to die during this event. So I'm going to move him over here. And buy an Eternia Crystal. Actually, I guess, can you buy more than one? Probably. I'm going to go ahead and buy 5. They cost more money now. They used to just be 25 silver, I think. And I probably unintentionally, I've been trying to go without spoilers. I probably unintentionally got a spoiler in the form of, I saw someone talking about Tier 3. And so I'm hoping that I'm currently in Tier 2. It's definitely the case that when we switched to hard mode and then did this event again, we ended up with harder monsters. And so I presume that's like going from Tier 1 to Tier 2, for example. And so I am imagining that Tier 3, or I'm hoping that Tier 3 will be kind of like after the Golem, or somewhere later in the kind of general game progression, so that I can still do Tier 2 now that I'm stronger than I used to be. And I'm walking back and forth over here, hoping that the Tavern Keeper is actually going to walk over here, because I want to get him out of the way of this event. I guess if I have to wait a minute and a half, and then he'll teleport back into his new house, that's fine. I guess he doesn't have a way to walk over there, does he? If I do this, will he start walking over here now? Yeah, now he knows how to walk over there. I just want to make sure he doesn't die during the event, so that I can buy more things from him when I want. And I don't know which of these things is going to be like most valuable. I feel like which one was it? This one that shoots piercing bolts, that felt like it was kind of the most valuable thing. So I think I'm just going to use it, but I'm going to focus on a lot of my other capabilities for the moment. And yeah, I think otherwise, do I have everything else ready to go the way I'd want it? Let's imagine that I do. So let's turn off the minimap. I do have buff potions, and I guess I'll use them. And right, let's go ahead and get a Nimbus Rod out over here and a Spider Staff. And I guess I can even summon one of these already. And then let's start this event and buff.